All right, everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Asteria level, otherwise known as level number 12 from the Hades CTF labs over at HackMyVM.eu. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in this level. Cat mission.txt. So in mission 12, it says the user Asteria, the user Asteria believes in magic. One thing that is really annoying about the Hades CTF games is that all the names begin with A, and some of these A names can sound very similar to each other. So Asteria and Asteria, it's a bit confusing. Okay, so the user Asteria believes in magic. So we also have a file in here called sihiri_old.php. So in this case, we're doing some source code analysis. So if we take a look at sihiri_old.php, we see here there's a PHP application or PHP code. So pass and pass2 equals hash. So it's running a hash function. So an MD5 hash function in particular. And it's comparing two things. So something that you pass in as a URL argument and the Asteria pass. So if password is equal to password2, then print Asteria pass. Otherwise, print incorrect. So the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out where this application is on the server, because this is referencing a web page. So PHP, this is a PHP coded web page, and so if we were to curl localhost, so this would be able to access any web pages that that this server is hosting. Curl localhost, it says forbidden. Okay, so this is forbidden. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. So curl localhost, is this localhost or is this the let me check with my write-up just a second. Okay, there's a sihiri_old.php file in the home directory. The contents are as follows. Just a second. Okay. So we're not doing curl localhost. We need to, when we run curl, we need to make sure that we include HTTP or HTTPS to specify that we're using one port over another port. So HTTP is unencrypted web pages on port 80, and HTTPS is encrypted web pages on port 443. So we're looking for localhost, so it's forbidden, but we know the name of the file in this case is sihiri.php. So we've got sihiri_old.php, sihiri.php, and it gives us incorrect. The reason why we get incorrect from the web page is because it's coded that way. If we take a look at the web page, it prints incorrect if we don't give it this, the password. So get pass, in this case, pass means a URL parameter. So in this case, we would run this. So security.php, and then we give a URL parameter called pass, as indicated by this over here. So pass equals something. So we don't know what the MD5 hash of the Asteria pass is. This is what it's looking for. So it's looking for the value of this to be the password for Asteria pass when compared using MD5 hashes. So this is kind of unfair because they're assuming that we know the Asteria pass to get the Asteria pass. It doesn't make any sense, except for the fact that there's a hint. The hint is over here. So Asteria believes in magic, and what they're referencing here is something called PHP magic hashes. So what are PHP magic hashes? Let's talk about this. So this is Hades level 12, Asteria. We're dealing with PHP magic hashes. So this level hosts a locally hosted web application that reveals the password for the Asteria user if they provide a pass URL parameter where the MD5 hash value is equal to the one for Asteria pass. Normally, this logic requires us to know the Asteria user's password to get an MD5 hash match, but this application is vulnerable to a PHP attack called magic hashes. And what are PHP magic hashes? Let's talk about this. So this code does a loose comparison, that is the double equal signs, between two variables, leading to a vulnerability called type juggling. So type juggling inside of PHP, this is a well-known vulnerability where, well, where two different types of variables can be compared to each other. So for example, you can have a integer compared to a string, for instance, and part of this is intentional, but the part that allows for these magic hashes, this is unintentional. So type juggling is happening where unequal values are considered the same under certain conditions. So when comparing hash values, which is what is happening here, so the hash of pass 1 and pass 2 are being compared. When they're being compared with loose comparison, any hash that begins with the value 0e and contains only numbers for the rest of the value will be considered the same value when compared to similar hash values. So let me see if I can illustrate this. Okay, so this is the PHP code right here. Let me pull up a web app that can interpret PHP code. So PHP online, onlinephp.io. 0e, close enough, close enough. Okay, so say we've got hash 1, and hash 1 is this right over here. So it's 0e something something something. And we got hash 2, which is equal to this, which is also 0e something something something. These are not the same hash. But if we compare them using loose comparison here, then we're going to see that we get from the PHP system these two hashes are the same. So this is because of the magic hashes that are being activated by the 0e over here. And this is a big problem. Free Robux. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, magic hashes are pretty much exclusively due to the fact that we're comparing two hash values using the loose comparison over here. If we switch this to a strict comparison with the triple equal signs over here, and we run this again, it says the hashes are not the same because that's what's in the code here. So let's go back to the application. So the application, we need to provide the plain text value of the Asteria pass. The thing is that we don't have it, but what we can do is we can get something that is vulnerable to magic hashes. So magic hashes, let's see, PHP magic hashes. We can find a big. Why is loose comparison a thing then? Loose comparison is used to when you want to compare different types. So you can. So let me demonstrate. So in PHP, let's not call this hash 1. We'll call this value 1 and value 2. And this is what loose typing was meant to do. So you've got value 1 equals to string 123. You got value 2 equal to integer 123, and you can compare these using loose comparison. These two values are the same. These two values are not the same. Okay, so in this case, loose typing is used so that we can actually compare the string 123 to the integer 123, and these two values are the same in this case. So it's a quirk of PHP. It's meant so that different data types can be compared to each other and can interact with each other. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, we were talking about the magic hashes. So there's a big list of magic hashes you can find over at this repository. So basically, let's see, we're doing MD5. So in MD5, all of these values over here, they hash out to an MD5 hash that starts with 0E and has a bunch of numbers. So any one of these values right here, so this one or this one or this one, they're all magic hashes that are considered the same by PHP. So we can grab any one of these. So let's just grab this one. I'm going to copy it, and this is the magic hash. Well, this is the value, this is the hash. The hash is magic. We can go over to here and we can pass it in, because what this thing is going to have happened to it is it's going to be hashed with MD5, and it's going to be compared to the Asteria pass. This is not the Asteria pass, but thanks to magic hashes, it's the same thing. Okay, and it prints out the Asteria pass, which is this over here, because in PHP, these are considered the same hash value. So this is which user? Asteria. Okay, let's do a summary of what we did here. Okay, so in this level, there's the old PHP file in the home directory, and this lets us know about a web application that's running on the server that is doing a comparison using the pass URL parameter. So thanks to magic hashes, we're able to provide a value that that has the magic hash value that will always be able to match with other MD5 hashes, and that's how we got the password. All right, everybody, that is the Asteria level, otherwise known as level number 12, from the Hades CTF labs over at HackMyVM.eu. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.